Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be watching this video that I came across on YouTube some days ago. So when it comes to feminism, especially in Africa, I try to stay out of the argument because I feel like at this point in time and at this age, I feel like most people already have their set notions in mind, like they already have certain ideas and certain thoughts concerning feminism and equal rights. So I really don't like to engage with people when it comes to this argument. I'm just like, you know what, whatever you think is fine. I mean, just keep your thoughts to yourself. I don't want to engage. Some of the things I heard in this video that just blew my mind. Anyways, without wasting more time, let's just dive into the video.
Men built the world. Look at every single invention you can find today. 97 to 98% of it were invented by men. They can't do all this, and you want to have equal treatment. It doesn't work.
The man is the head, the woman is the neck. And the neck is also a very important part. So why do women find it really hard to accept this?
You see that particular girl, she pissed me off every single time she opened her mouth in this video. Like, I was like, please, who brought this girl here? Like, every single point in this video, she pissed my soul off.
Please step forward if you agree with the prompt. Feminism is a Western idea and it's alien to African culture.
I feel like the man is the head, the
man
woman
is the ends.
is the neck. And in our average African Nigerian homes, that is how it has always been. But then with all the technology, all the white people, the ideas that, okay, women can actually get, I mean, if the Westerners did not actually expose, or we didn't get exposed to these things, then African women's ideas would not have gone like past that box. But then it came in, so our ideas have changed and like it's growing wider.
I think everyone should actually agree. Even them, I think they should agree with this idea that, yes, feminism did not start in Nigeria, it did not start in Africa. It was a Western thing. It was brought into Africa. So it is alien to Africa.
Which doesn't make it a bad thing.
Which doesn't necessarily make it a bad or negative thing. It has to.
Can the disagreeers please step forward?
If I feel cheated, if I feel cheated as a woman, and I feel cheated, but I am afraid to speak out because of the society and what will become of my voice. You understand? I might keep it to myself, but deep inside of me, I feel cheated and I want to fight. But sometimes when you want to fight a battle and you think you are the only one trying to fight and you are alone, other women understand your problem, facing the same problem, but too afraid to speak. So I think the idea of wanting to become a feminist has been there, but nobody, I'm coming. See, it's natural. Once I feel cheated, I want to fight. I want to break out. It has always been this. It's like a natural instinct. If you cheat me, I want to fight back. But if I cannot fight back, I wait. I'm coming. Please, I'm coming.
Land, let him land.
Let him land.
I
already have an answer for him, but let him land.
If you feel cheated, you want to fight. But if you cannot fight, there are other ways to go about it. Either you look for people around you that believes in what you believe to give you the voice. All of you can rise up together, or you just wait for a day of reckoning to come, or something that will give you a reason to speak. So I think right from time, that mindset has been there, but nobody to channel this until the Western influence came.
The goal of feminism, although they've tried to hide it several times, but unsuccessfully, the goal of feminism is way beyond equality. They want total dominance of the female gender over the male gender. And that has been very obvious in their most recent activities. Take, for example, there's this film, Barbie, where in Babyland, was it Babyland, where the women were the engineers, were the doctors, they were doing everything, and the men were mainly just servants. And they were just, the men were just walking around the surface of the earth, like incels. They were doing nothing. They were very useless,
That's a very
This is so hilarious because I don't think he even watched Barbie. It's like he watched the back of the movie, or it's like he watched a completely different Barbie from the Barbie that we watched. Because, Sarah, you watched Barbie and what you got from the movie was the fact that women were trying to be dominant. Because I mean, I see why this particular guy is so against feminism, because the idea of having a woman tell him what to do is so foreign to him. Like, he doesn't even want to think of the fact that a woman can come from somewhere and, be dominant over him. So, which clearly explains why the men that are against feminism fight against feminism, because you're used to a system that caters to you, a system that is built for you, a system that places you on top. But now another system is coming around whereby you're feeling like you're going to lose that control. Of course, you're going to push against it. If for example, feminism was the top, if women were in charge of everything in the society, if I were a woman, I would fight too as well. And I would rather just keep the men down. Like, I would rather have the society cater to me. So, I mean, I don't see his point, but I see why he's desperately fighting against feminism.
And when you break down the patriarchy, what do you have? You have the matriarchy.
And what is so bad about the matriarchy, sir?
They want total dominance, and it is obvious in their latest activities.
This guy kills me, yo. They want total dominance, and it is obvious in their latest activity. God forbid the woman wants a little control over her own life. I mean, God forbid.
It's always said that women don't know how to handle power properly.
Which is total BS, in my opinion. What do you mean now? Women don't know how to handle power. So when it comes to handling power, in my opinion, what I think is, obviously not everyone is born to be in power. Not everyone has the capacity to manage power. Not everyone has the capacity to use power for the good of other people, for the good of humanity, whether at work or just generally in life. Not everyone has the capacity, but I don't think this is something that is coded into your DNA as a man or as a woman. I do not think it is gender specific. I don't think because you're a man is somehow better and only you can yield power. No, some men can yield power and some cannot. Same goes for women. Some women yield power excellently and they use it so well for the good of people around them. Just take a look at the world and the world leaders we have today, which is largely, say, 90% men, and we can see how much they abuse the power they have. So this is some BS, in my opinion.
That any power you give to a woman, she's likely to abuse it.
Feminism as a whole, like how they're trying to portray it as us trying to get equality, is not necessarily what this set of people actually want.
Do you think men and women are equal?
You see this particular girl, she's so amazing because I feel like she doesn't even know what feminism means. Feminism that I understand is having equal footing in terms of life. I mean, women couldn't vote, women couldn't open bank accounts, women couldn't work, and we still have places where women are not earning the same as men. Women didn't have a voice in society. That is what people fought for, to be able to have these opportunities. And what is even busting my brain about this particular girl is the fact that does she think that without people that have fought all these years, she would have had the opportunity to sit on that stool and open her mouth to even contribute her opinion? If people didn't fight for these rights that we have today, there is absolutely no way she would be sitting down there and opening up her mouth and just spewing whatever is coming out from that mouth. She doesn't even understand the premise, and she's just there like, oh, women, like, girl, please just have several seats and just sit this one out.
I don't think men and women are equals.
Do you think anybody is superior to the other?
Man, it should be above, is to be above a woman.
No, feel free.
A man is to be above a woman. God, please.
Your mind.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I feel like men and women are not equals. Are you a Christian?
Wait, he shouldn't.
I'm not taking. I'm not even.
No, it's a question.
No,
It's a simple
I'm
question.
not
It's a
saying.
yes or no
no.
question.
I'm a Christian.
And the Bible does say, woman, be submissive to your man.
Okay, yes, the Bible does say, woman, be submissive to your man. You see this particular point, I find this so interesting when people bring it up. Oh, women submit to your man. Yes, of course. Yeah, please do, if that is what you follow. But it also says first, it says, submit to one another. It says, man, love your wife as Christ loves the church. It says, woman, submit to your husband. It's a three-way street. You know what? Just give me a second. Let me read the entire verse. So for what this girl is saying, this particular verse of, wives submit to your husband, let's actually go the full, let's read the entire thing. Ephesians 5:21 starts with submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Then it goes to say, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Now as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. So it literally starts with submit to one another. Wives, submit to your husbands. Husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church, which honestly, in my opinion, even places more of a responsibility on the husbands to love their wife as Christ loved the church, and then she submits to him. It's 3 in 1. It's not 1 of 3, or it's not 1 over 3, or 1 or 1 over 3. It's not like that. It goes hand in hand. So you cannot be demanding someone submits to somebody if someone is not loving the other person as Christ loved the church. As Christians, or if you're a Christian, you understand what it means for Christ, what it means for Jesus to die for the church. He died on the cross and all of that. Are you ready to die for your wife? Are you ready to give your life for your wife? Are you ready to give her all the things Christ gave his people? I mean, if you're not going to do this, I don't see why someone is up in arms and, oh, wife, submit to your husband, wife, yes, submit to your husband, but then you to love your wife as Christ loved the church. It's that simple. And then you submit to one another. Like, human beings, they frustrate me. And how they selectively hear and selectively implement this.
Yeah, I'm not saying
It makes him the head and you the neck.
Yes, I'm
and
not.
the neck is also a very important part. So why do women find it
No,
really
you're
hard
talking
to
about the
accept this?
dragging the heads now. So you
No,
don't
no,
believe it
I'm
should
not.
Why
be-
do
No,
women
no,
find
no,
it
no,
hard?
not
The neck
dragging
is
the
also an
head.
important part. The
Just
head is not.
The head is the neck is also an important. Girl, please.
I can guarantee you that there's a woman in this world who will happily worship that man.
We worship each other. I mean, we're supposed to be together in love. We're supposed to be one unit together. So why can't we worship each other? Why can't we honor each other? Why can't we respect each other? I mean, shouldn't it be like that? With two equally important persons in a marriage, the man and the woman, no one is lesser than the other.
Right? To be honest with you, I wouldn't necessarily want a wife to worship me. But if she does, I'll love it.
And would you also worship her in return? Young man.
The goal of feminism is for equal rights. Are people, hold on, sorry. Are we practicing it wrongly? Yes. Right? So the question is about the goal, not how it's being practiced. For example, if I ask you, what's the goal of democracy? It's for government for the people, by the people. Is it practiced right? No. Does it take away from the fact that the goal is the goal? No, the goal is still the goal, but it's being practiced wrongly. So I think the entire discussion here is about, is the goal of feminism for what's it called? Equal rights. Yes, it is. But is it practiced wrongly? Yes, it's practiced wrongly.
This guy is so on point. He is as on point as his outfit is on point.
The majority.
Let's look at it this
practicing
way.
it wrongly.
Let's say at first, the goal for feminism was equal rights.
Not was, is.
It was.
It is.
I will
It's been
say it was
practiced
because
wrong.
at some point it was like this, but at this point it's not. We're
The
not
goal
trying to even
hasn't
get
changed.
equals. We're trying to push the men down here so that the women.
You know what's very fascinating about this girl is that if people didn't fight for equal rights, this argument she's having, if you, from the piercing of the nose to the opening of the shoulder to the cutting and dyeing of the hair, girl, you would not have been able to do any of these things. So please just, you know what, let's just continue.
Why don't we also give women this chance to be in power and see what they can actually do?
In Africa,
Absolutely. Like, women haven't, you can't even, for me, it's like you can't sit there and judge and say, oh, women cannot be leaders because women are weaker. Women are less logical, are more emotional. Women, this, women. You cannot even say that because women have not had the chance. How about we have examples? Okay, let's let tons of women lead, and then when they fail, then we can actually draw or infer that, you know what, women are absolutely terrible leaders. I mean, we gave them, I mean, women did come up and lead, but they failed woefully. But we've not even had that. And the few examples of women leaders we have, we can see that these women are so excellent because they have to fight twice as hard as their male counterparts to even get there. So this logic is just, it's so flawed sometimes that this is why I do not like to like engage in this discussion, because it riles me up. And the things, I don't know how you just sit and say, oh, this person is less than I am because they have XY chromosome or they have XX chromosome. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like every other person, whether male or female, has the capacity to be great, has the capacity to lead, has the capacity to do great things. So I honestly, I don't know
why the women are beneath and all sort of. And if they want to finish the whole thing, they will tell you the Bible and all sorts of. After all, we were created out of the women are created out of men ribs and all sorts of. And I don't know, it still keeps baffling me why it's like that.
Regardless of some of them's qualifications, they still just look at them and, oh, you're a woman. I don't think you're cut
exactly,
for it. I don't think
which is
you
so
will be able to
unfair.
do it without even taking them through the process of the process they take men through.
I think there was one popular phrase where the president even told his wife that my wife
Women
belongs to the
belong
kitchen.
to
If you can remember one
belong,
popular
Yeah,
phrase,
the other
women
women.
belong
that's
to
a
the
mindset
kitchen.
that we're always having.
No matter how educated you are, there is a limit, which is you don't go beyond, even how if you're married, you don't go beyond like being more successful than your husband.
In a household, when a woman is in the kitchen, right, I don't see anything wrong in that. And my reason is because the man is also playing equal and opposite role while she's in the kitchen. So she might be in the kitchen and he's on the lookout, like a security person, right? If anything goes wrong, he loses his life first. So in a household per se, I don't think women should feel any kind of grudge when you're being posted to the kitchen to cook. Because while you're staying in the kitchen cooking, the man is not just, he might be watching football at the time, right? But he's also looking out for the family as some kind of protective person. We're talking about life and death here, right? He's in the position of where his life is potentially at risk, while the woman's in the kitchen where it's safe.
This is literally the stupidest thing I've heard in my entire life. Like, sir, what? Oh my Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. I literally cannot even, like, where is the correlation? You know, human beings amuse me. Sometimes I feel like I should have studied psychology in school, because sometimes people say things and and my flabber is just gasted. Like, I am flabbergasted. Like, how do you equate cooking in the kitchen to watching football? Like, sir, okay, fine, let's say you are really watching out for the family and you are the security guard. Shouldn't you be outside by the gates watching for the family and keeping the family? What do you mean in this life? What you say? Women are posted to the kitchen and the man is in the sitting room watching football and keeping the family safe. Like, where did you even pull that from? Like, where did that even come from? That makes no sense. It's like saying the monkey climbing the tree is equal to the fish swimming or jumping. Like, I kind of like, there's no explanation for what you just said.
Men built the world. Look at every single invention you can find today. And I can tell you for a fact that at least 97 to 98% of it were invented by men.
I beg to differ, but okay, if you say so. Let's also simply forget about the fact that history refused to document a lot of these women who actually invented things or who actually helped in the invention of these things. But okay, let's keep going.
And also, not just that men built the world, men are sustaining the world till today.
Yeah, because, you know, the women also in the workforce and the women also giving birth, raising kids, making sure the home is conducive enough for the family, making sure the home is conducive enough for the man to go out there and excel. You know, let's also discount that. Let's also say that doesn't exist, Mr. Elisha.
They can't do all this, and you want to have equal treatment like them. It doesn't work.
Let me bring it down
Minutes,
to
Mr.
man's
Elisha.
thing now. Okay. 97% of this thing you said were invented by the Europeans and the whites, have you?
By men.
I'm coming. I want to understand something. Then the African men were not inventing. I'm coming. We're not inventing anything. Would you be happy if we say, okay, because the European men were inventing this thing, let them look down, let them take themselves as a higher god over the black men? How would you feel? Because
I totally accept.
you accept.
Oh my Jesus, Mr. Elisha, please just have several seats and shut the F up. Please, no one wants to hear from you again. What? Because this guy, like, yo, you know what?
You accept to look inferior before the white man. Is that what
I don't have to accept to look inferior. You are inferior to them if
Sir, speak for yourself. If you think you're inferior to anybody, then so be it.
they are making the
you
end that you're
want.
using. Like, do we have the same economic value as America?
I know we do.
Wait.
We do not.
Do we have the same economic value as Europe?
I'm
We
not
can
arguing
never.
with you
It's
that.
not happen.
Sir,
But
we
would you
can
like
never.
exactly? Would you like to be true? Okay,
That is the way of the world.
you are only saying this because I know you're not being truthful, but generally, wait, even the blacks in USA do not like being treated lesser. Nobody likes to be treated lesser because they say do unto others and what others to do unto you. I know men have this leverage over the women because they feel that, okay, we invented the world, we did this, we did that, we did that. But
Mr. Elisha has probably not left the shores of Nigeria or the shores of Africa.
Humanity, we're not equal. There's hierarchy. Even men are not equal. Talk less of men and women.
A lot of women see that way that, oh, I can do better than a man, But you have the potential to do better than a man, right? It doesn't mean that you get into the same position as a man and you will do better. There's no guarantee that you will do better, but there's a potential that you will do better. There's a chance you will do better.
I actually agree with this guy in that. Also, I think it depends on each person's talent, each person's area of expertise. For example, a man and a woman are in the same field of work or maybe the same profession. There is the potential that a woman can be better than the man in that profession or in that line. I feel like painting the statement with broad strokes is very undoable, I guess, because when you say what a man can do, a woman can do better. Yes, in some cases, absolutely, what a man can do, a man can do better. And in some cases, a man can perform better than a woman. So I just feel like it's not a one size fits all. It's varying sizes, fits varying people and varying things.
Any aspect that you can point at, I will tell you that the best in that field is a man. So how do women want to beat that? Nowadays,
a woman
nowadays they are
creates
getting pregnant.
spermatozoa.
Nowadays,
No. So what I'm
nowadays they are
saying
getting
is-
Actually, I feel like Mr. Elisha and this girl with the blonde shaved head should get married. I mean, they are just perfect for each other.
All I'm saying is,
When it comes to nurturing,
a
man can nurture a child.
You don't
No,
know
that's
that.
not true.
They are
That
single
is not
fathers.
true.
You
No,
don't
they
know that.
exist.
That is
This girl is just, I think women have hurt her. They've hurt her. They've hurt her. I think women have hurt her. Okay, this English. I'm struggling. She has been hurt by a lot of women in the past because she's just ready to jump at, men are better than women. Where, like, even in situations where women are better, no, men are better. Like, auntie, please relax your nerves.
not. And I'm telling you for a fact that there is nothing that women can do that men cannot do better than them in that field.
No, I
You don't
disagree
mean
with
it,
you.
Mr. Elisha.
That's cool. Like women. Besides that, do you have any other field that you can tell me that a
Let's
woman
not
is
aside
better
it.
at?
Let's answer it first. Let's not aside it. Let's answer it first. Can men do that
Yes,
better
men
than
can.
women?
Men can.
Can they do it? I'm not saying they can't attempt it. I'm saying, can they do it better than women?
Of course not.
Obviously,
Of course
you know,
not.
that's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with you in that aspect. Besides that, do you have in any other field that you can tell me that women are better than men at? Recently, they are doing this.
If we actually even just build on that, women nurture, they do most of the nurturing. What if women are not there to nurture the man, the woman? What You know, there to nurture you, to create a good environment for you to thrive, to grow, to take care of you, to love you, to, you know, just make sure everything is going well for you. How do you become a great man if you didn't have that love that's nurturing? I mean, that's, to me, that's even like the most important foundation, is the most important thing ever. It's just like having teachers. If we don't have teachers, there's no way you can become somebody in life. Like, you need someone to teach you, to guide you. So if women, if that is the only thing that women are supposedly good at, doesn't that trump every other thing?
You train a woman, you train a nation.
That's just what I
Why is
wanted to
that-
say
why-
now.
why is that belief?
When you said put the nurture aside, I told you no, you can't put it aside because it plays a major role in shaping the society for
It's
life.
a general
Thank you, Mr. Green. At least finally you said something remarkable.
Yeah, I know it's a
saying.
You know, so it's a big.
Personally, I don't.
My silly points to women. He's so hell bent on saying, no, women can never be good. Women are just the scum of the earth. They are just like on the bottom totem of the world. Like, sir, what is your problem?
All right.
You know, I've come to the end of this video, and honestly, at the end of this, like, they got them to like hug each other and like just like talk to each other, and like, and they were just like smiling with each other, and like, girl, if I was there, there's no way, if that girl with the blonde hair that cut her hair, if she talks to me, I'll never answer her, because like, what is wrong with you? Like, what are you thinking? Like, who are you? Who are you? So, but anyways, I feel like at the end of the day, this conversation is very dicey, and like I said in the beginning, I really do not like to engage with people. At this point in my life, I just want to be with someone that thinks that we are both humans. We have our capabilities. We are both one of a whole, and we're both whole humans, two whole humans coming together to build something. You have your strengths, I have my strengths. You are an important person that should be respected, should be loved, should be worshipped or whatever, should be cherished, should be, you know, just someone that should be treated like a gem. And I also should get the same treatments in return. I should be loved and respected and worshipped, and I don't feel like, I don't think it's a one-way street. I feel like it's a very give and take sort of situation at the end of the day. And I feel like just everyone should just do what works for them. If you believe women and men shouldn't be equal, find a woman who also believes that she's lesser to you, and you both should get married. Don't have that mindset of, oh, I'm superior to women, and then you go find a woman that doesn't believe in that, and then you pretend you marry, and then you try to break her down. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you think you're high here, look for someone that thinks they're low here. If you think everybody's equal, find someone who thinks everybody's equal. Can't we just all get along and just live a happy, calm life? Why do we like so much stress? Why, as humans? Anyways, I've come to the end of this video, and you guys, let me know what you think about feminism, especially as it relates to African culture. See you all next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow for more videos.